Welcome to Eds KetoWay. This is a journal of Ed Knutson's weight loss using nutritional ketogenesis. Let's see what Ed has for us today. Hi, Ed Knutson, KetoWay. Today is Thursday, the 8th of November in 2018, and I have gone another day on the keto diet. I kept busy. I did not eat till afternoon, probably closer to 1. And I had one meal today, and that's probably all I'll eat. I'm really getting used to this not eating, and having the one meal a day. I was a little bit hungry, and had me some kale. And if you've watched one of my earlier videos, it's called I like to call it brassica. Brassica is a family of vegetables that includes broccoli, cabbage, kale, and some others, Brussels sprouts. Yeah. So anyway, I ate my brassica in the form of kale today, and some ham, and some of that pork lard from Spain, where the pigs are fed on acorns. Oh, it's tasty. And it's not like lard. It's kind of like rubbery fat, but I cut it into thin slice and ate it kind of like cheese, I guess. And I ate it with some Gouda cheese. It was Edam cheese, EDAM, and it was a nice, delicious little lunch, and a whole bunch of kale. Cooks, it's like spinach. It cooks down, not quite as much as spinach does, but it was tasty. Put some sea salt and some no salt. No salt is a potassium salt, and so I've got that in me. I feel satiated still, and it's almost 5 o'clock here, and I've done well. This morning when I weighed myself, I'm down 20 pounds, and this is day 12. So in 12 days, that's really good. Down 12 pounds, feeling good. I just went for I think a little over half-mile walk with Tuesday dog, and she's so skittish. We went actually down the alley and then out to a street, which is really a back street, and so there's only about one or two cars that went by, but it's an industrial area, so she was like, jerking around about every noise she heard. And but God bless her, that's my Tuesday dog. She's probably always going to be skittish. Walked her, and I felt great. That's the point I was getting to. Like I said earlier in other videos, my aches and my joints, and from my ankles to my knees to my hips, is relieved and feeling good. It's brisk out there. I had to wear a jacket, and we're in Las Vegas. I think today's video is going to be really short. I don't have a whole lot of other things to say. I was in a recording session with a gentleman that's a friend, or I guess he's become a friend just in the last day or two. And he is interviewing a multimillionaire, and I was listening to his story, and I just to sit in on the recording and monitor it. It's amazing, and he's one of those people that was, we might call him an accidental millionaire. He just did what he was doing, and he did it very well to the utmost of his ability, because that's the kind of person he was, and he was raised that way. And he became successful in everything he did, his job, and he mentions his integrity, and he actually walked off a job with some very, very large, giant corporations. If I mentioned their names, you'd know. I eat their snacks. So yeah, a giant company. And he walked off as an accountant because he wouldn't do certain things that were pretty much illegal, yet the company could have got away with it, but he said no and quit. And I'm sure he was rewarded. Whether you believe in the Lord or not, some people go, well, his karma reward, but he's done well. And then he had some very, very tough times in his life. So he talks about those too. And so it's success in what I'm doing versus the success in what he's doing, or he's done, and is continuing to do. It's really amazing. So I'm going to continue eating correctly, eating this keto lifestyle, the keto way, I like to call it, as you know. So the keto way is going to become my life. I do enjoy my carbs, and I may go ahead and do some carbs sometimes. But if I don't feel like I'm yearning for it, and I've never really been a big carb or sugar eater. One thing that was a blessing is I grew up on a farm in Montana, and we had, I think we had dessert on Sundays, and that was about it. Maybe on Saturday too. We weren't allowed to. We had plain cereal for breakfast when we were allowed cereal for breakfast, and we were allowed to put 1 teaspoon of sugar on it, and it was non-sugared cereal. We didn't get Captain Crunch and things like that. As a matter of fact, I think Mom did buy things like Captain Crunch once in a while, but those were only like for Sunday morning before church. So you'd sit there in church all kind of like wired and whatever. But growing up on a farm, we mostly ate bacon and eggs and hot cakes, but they weren't regular hot cakes. We had sourdough pancakes. I love me some sourdough. If you've never had sourdough, now you know, you go out and you get buttermilk pancakes, and you can get buckwheat pancakes, and you get cinnamon pancakes, and the blah 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 banana pancakes and whatever, but made out of real sourdough with starter the night before, you put it in there. Oh man, it's the best, because for one thing, one of the best, to me, the best thing about it is that it doesn't soak up a lot of syrup. So syrup, whatever you call it, syrup. And I don't really like a lot of syrup, too much sweet. So we were only allowed to have sweets once in a while. And I remember some of the holidays. Do you remember Christmas getting an apple and an orange? Ooh, an orange. Yeah, from down there in the southern part of America, of the United States. And we would get an orange up there in Montana, and we would have it in the winter. And it would be in our sock along with some, what do they call them? Brazil nuts and pecans and things like that. And that was a tasty treat. So I was, brought up that sugar wasn't really, we didn't have soda pops. We might get a soda pop on Sunday if we ever stopped after church, because we lived on a farm 25 miles from town. So on the way back to the farm, once in a while we'd stop at a hamburger place. That we had Miracle Mile Drive-In in Great Falls, Montana, and then there was Sandy's, but Miracle Mile was our favorite, and we'd stop there, and once in a while A&W, and then we'd get a burger, and that was about the only time I ever remember drinking a Coke. So that's the way that went. So I'm really doing well. Like I said, I'm not into carbs. Never have been. It was easy for me to give up bread, and I can go to In-N-Out Burger and get one of those burgers wrapped in lettuce, and that's sufficient. French fries never turned me on. I was never excited about those, or potato fries, waffle fries, or whatever. Yeah, they're okay. So I've never really been a big fan. So I'm doing okay. So here I am, down 20 pounds, 12 days in it, in the keto way, and I'm at 8.5 minutes. So see you later. Let me see if I can push this. Thanks for joining me on Eds KetoWay journey. Visit my blog at fedketo.com. That's fedketo.com. Also, my YouTube channel is edfilm711. That's edfilm711. Come back later for more as I video journal my keto way journey.